Welcome to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases. This deep dive, it's based on a SpeakDuo lesson, and it's really designed to help you get more confident with your English speaking. You can actually go to SpeakDuo.com to meet new people from all over the world who are practicing English on video calls. So today we're jumping into some phrases that, well, they take your English up a notch, make it more expressive.
Exactly. We're talking about moving beyond just being understood to really capturing those subtle shades of meaning.
Right, the kind of language that makes conversations richer. These aren't just words, they're like tools for nuance.
Precisely. And for advanced learners, it's key to grasp the feeling, the context behind these phrases, not just the definition.
Okay, let's get started. First up, to have a kick to it. You hear this one a fair bit, yeah. Especially about food.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When something has a kick to it, it means it's strong. Usually strong in flavor, maybe sensation. Most often, people mean spiciness.
Like, this salsa really has a kick to it. It's making my eyes water.
That's a perfect example. It implies that strength, but maybe also a bit of a surprise, a sudden impact.
So it's more than just saying it's spicy.
I think so. Spicy just describes the type of heat. Got a kick describes the experience of that heat. It's like a jolt, you know?
Yeah.
Not just a general warmth.
Jolt. I like that. So a mild curry wouldn't really have a kick?
Probably not, no. A kick suggests something noticeable, something that gets your attention quite suddenly. It's almost physical, that sensation.
And it's not just food, right? Like coffee giving you a kickstart.
Exactly. Same idea, that sudden burst of energy. Or even, say, a drum beat in music having a real kick. It's about that impactful sensation.
Got it. So that unexpected, maybe even pleasant jolt. So thinking about that, do you actually enjoy food that has a real kick to it? Or are you more on the mild side?
I do enjoy it, yeah. But, it has to add something to the flavor, not just burn everything else out.
Yeah.
Balance is key for me.
Good point, balance. Okay, moving on. Our next phrase, I think everyone can relate to this one, guilty pleasure.
Ah, yes, the guilty pleasure. This is, well, something you really enjoy, but maybe feel you shouldn't. Or perhaps others might think it's a bit silly or indulgent.
Like binge-watching reality TV used to be my weekend guilty pleasure, It's maybe not highbrow, but you love it anyway.
Exactly. And the guilty part is what sets it apart from just a hobby, right? A hobby is something you're generally open about.
Yeah, like playing guitar or something.
Right. A guilty pleasure has that little whisper of, maybe I shouldn't admit how much I like this. It's often playful guilt, not serious, but it's there.
It's that slight feeling of transgression, maybe. Defying some expectation, even if it's your own.
That's a great way to put it. It's the enjoyment, despite that feeling. It's not something you'd maybe boast about at a dinner party,
Totally. My reality TV phase definitely felt like that. Part of me thought I should be doing something more productive.
But the pleasure won out.
It did. So what about you? Any guilty pleasures you'd care to share? Food, TV, music, we won't tell.
Well, maybe those really cheesy, over-the-top action movies from the 80s. Some people roll their eyes, but I just find them incredibly fun. That's probably mine.
Haha, nice one. Okay, from secret fun to something often done right out in the open at the dinner table. Go for seconds, or even thirds.
Right. This one's pretty straightforward. It just means getting another serving of food after you finished your first plate.
The pasta was so good I went for seconds. It's a huge compliment, really.
Absolutely. It clearly signals you loved the food. It's more specific than just saying, I ate more.
How so?
Well, eating more is general. Going for seconds implies you actively chose to get more because it was delicious. Often you're getting it yourself, like at a buffet or family meal. It highlights the enjoyment.
Ah, okay. It's about the choice, driven by taste, not just hunger.
Exactly. It's a conscious decision based on how good it was. Saying, I went for seconds tells the host, wow, this was amazing.
Makes sense. I definitely went for seconds on my aunt's lasagna last Christmas. Couldn't help myself. When is the last time you went for seconds? Anything particularly memorable?
Let me think. Probably at a friend's barbecue recently. They made these incredible ribs. Yeah, definitely went back for more of those, no question.
Ribs will do that. Okay, sticking with excellence, let's talk about hard to beat.
Right. If something is hard to beat, it means it's really, really good. Excellent, impressive. It implies it's difficult to find something that's better.
Like their customer service is hard to beat, no one else responds so fast. It sets a high standard.
Exactly. It suggests you've mentally compared it to the alternatives, and this one comes out on top, or very close to the top. It's stronger than just saying it's good or even it's excellent.
So excellent is a description, but hard to beat, includes that comparison aspect.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. It implies a level of quality or value that makes it a benchmark. It acknowledges competition but says this option is truly exceptional. It's not quite unbeatable, but close.
Okay, I see. Like for the price, maybe a certain coffee shop is hard to beat. It considers the whole package.
Precisely. Value is often part of it. You're getting a lot of quality, service, whatever it is, potentially for the cost or effort involved.
I think my local library's online system is hard to beat. The selection, the ease of use, it just works so well. What about for you? A product, a service, even a snack maybe?
Hard to beat. I think the design and simplicity of some classic Scandinavian furniture is hard to beat. It's functional, beautiful, and lasts forever.
Good one. Okay, let's shift focus a bit. How about things that increase over time? The phrase builds up.
Builds up.
Yeah.
Yes, this means something grows gradually, becomes larger or more intense over a period, often leading to some kind of peak or climax.
Like in a movie, the suspense in that movie builds up until the very end. Keeps you hooked.
Exactly. And notice it's often used for things you can't physically touch, like suspense, tension, excitement, or even frustration.
So it's different from just saying something increases.
Yeah, I'd say so. Increases can be very neutral, very quantitative. Builds up suggests more of a process, often with growing intensity or pressure. Think of stress builds up. It implies a mounting feeling.
Or pressure building up before an exam.
Perfect example. It's that sense of escalation, sometimes towards a breaking point or a release. It's more dynamic than simply accumulating or increasing.
That makes sense. The dynamic aspect, like watching storm clouds build up before a thunderstorm, you feel that growing intensity. Can you think of another example? A show, maybe, where excitement builds up.
Oh, sure. Many competition shows, like cooking contests, really build up the tension towards the final judgment each episode, or even the anticipation building up before a big trip you've planned.
Right. Okay, next phrase. Go back for it. This often relates to things we find irresistible.
Yes. Go back for it means to return to get more of something you really enjoyed, usually food, but could be an activity or even revisiting a place because you loved it so much. It implies a strong pull.
That dessert was so good I had to go back for it. The had to suggests you couldn't resist.
Exactly. It's about that strong desire, that temptation. It's more personal than just returning.
Oh.
You return a library book. You go back for that amazing cake because the memory of how good it was is calling to you.
So it's driven by pleasure, by that positive memory.
Very much so. It implies a conscious choice to re-experience something delightful. It's not just revisiting, it's seeking out that specific enjoyment again.
I sometimes find myself going back for a certain view on a hike, even if I plan to take a different route. The memory of how stunning it is just pulls me back.
That's a perfect non-food example. It's that compelling enjoyment.
Yep.
So what's something you always go back for, maybe even when you tell yourself you shouldn't?
Oh, definitely a specific type of dark chocolate bar. I try to be good, but if it's in the house, I inevitably go back for just one more square. Then maybe another.
I know that feeling. For me, it might be rereading a favorite childhood book. The comfort and nostalgia just make me go back for it every few years.
Love that. Okay, let's switch gears to slang with OG.
Right, OG. Originally original gangster, but its use has broadened a lot. Now, informally, it means something original, classic, authentic, the first or the definitive version of something.
So you might hear, that brand is the OG when it comes to denim jeans, meaning they were the pioneers, the most iconic.
Exactly. It carries a sense of respect for being the foundational one, the trendsetter. It's more than just first. It implies a certain status or influence.
Is it different from just saying something is classic?
A bit, yeah. Classic is maybe broader for anything enduringly good. OG often implies being the source, the originator, maybe with a bit more edge or authenticity. It has that slightly informal, almost in-the-know vibe.
Gotcha. So context is important. You wouldn't use it in a formal essay.
Definitely not. It's slang, used in casual conversation, pop culture, discussions, that sort of thing. Shows respect for the roots of something.
Makes sense. For me, maybe the original Star Wars movie is the OG of sci-fi blockbusters.
Yeah.
What about an OG snack or product from your childhood?
Maybe the original Rubik's Cube. Before all the fancy speed cubes, that simple, clunky one was the OG puzzle challenge for us kids.
Good one. Okay, thinking longer term now. For the long run.
Yes, for the long run. This means considering a long period of time, thinking about long-term benefits or consequences. It implies endurance and foresight.
Like, a little effort now can save time and money in the long run. Investing effort for future payoff?
Precisely. It's about sustainability and strategic thinking. It's quite different from just in the future.
How so?
Well, in the future is just later. For the long run implies that the action or decision is specifically aimed at achieving a lasting result or benefit over an extended time. It suggests commitment and planning for endurance.
So it emphasizes the purpose behind the action achieving something sustainable.
Exactly. Investing in renewable energy is a good decision for long run, even if the initial cost is high. It's about the lasting impact.
That clarifies it. It's about playing the long game. For me, contributing regularly to a retirement fund is definitely something I do for the long run. What about you? Something you're committed to for the long run?
Trying to maintain strong relationships with friends and family, even when life gets busy. Those connections are vital for the long run, for overall well-being.
Absolutely. Okay, our final phrase. A ritual.
A ritual. This is a repeated practice, a habit, but one that often has a bit more meaning or symbolism attached to it. It's not just automatic. There's usually some intention or comfort involved.
Like my morning coffee has become a daily ritual. It's
Yeah.
more than just drinking coffee. It's the whole process, right?
Exactly. It's the routine, the quiet moment, the smell. It provides structure or comfort. It feels different from just a habit.
So how is it different from a habit or a routine?
A habit can be unconscious, even negative, like fidgeting. A routine is often about efficiency, a sequence of actions like getting ready for work. A ritual usually carries more personal significance, mindfulness, or emotional resonance.
Ah, so it's the meaning we attach to it.
I think so. It provides comfort, structure, maybe a sense of identity. It's performed with a certain level of awareness or intention, making it feel special, even if it's small.
That makes sense. My habit of checking emails first thing is just a habit, but making a cup of tea and reading for 10 minutes before bed feels like a ritual. Do you have any daily ritual?
Yes. I try to take a short walk outside around lunchtime every day, regardless of the weather. Just 5 or 10 minutes to clear my head. It's become a small but important ritual for breaking up the day.
Nice one. Okay, great discussion. We've explored some really useful phrases. Now, how about a quick quiz to see how much stuck?
Sounds good? Let's test it out.
All right, question 1. If a movie has rising tension that keeps you hooked until the end, you could say the excitement really fast. What do you think?
That excitement, it builds up.
Correct. Okay, question 2. Something you secretly enjoy, even if others might find it a bit odd, is called a pleasure, a little secret enjoyment.
That's your guilty pleasure.
Got it. Question 3. When you eat more food after your first serving, because it's so delicious, you might...
You go for seconds.
Exactly. And last one, question 4. If a company's product or service is so excellent that nothing else comes close, you could say it's really top-notch.
It's hard to beat.
Perfect. Hopefully that helps solidify those phrases. You know, mastering these really does help you sound more natural, more confident when you speak English.
It absolutely does. It's about using the language with more precision, more color. Understanding the context and the feeling behind the words is so important. Practice is key.
And remember, practicing is exactly what you can do on SpeakDuo. Visit SpeakDuo.com to have real conversations and use these phrases yourself. It's a great way to apply what we talked about.
Definitely. And maybe think about this. Each new phrase you learn isn't just vocabulary. It's like a key, you know?
Yeah.
It unlocks a deeper level of understanding and connection in English. What new conversations or insights will these keys unlock for you?